Welcome to today's video on natural herbs with cancer-fighting potential. In a world filled with advanced medicine and cutting-edge treatments, it's easy to overlook some of the most powerful healing agents, those that come directly from nature. Despite the modern pharmaceutical boom, ancient herbal remedies are quietly gaining attention from scientists for their potential in combating one of today's deadliest diseases, cancer. Every year, cancer affects over 19 million people around the world. That's 19 million stories of hardship, resilience, and hope. Which brings us to an important question: are we overlooking simpler natural tools that could support prevention or even healing? What if certain herbs, plants that grow in backyards, gardens, and forests, hold powerful compounds that can help the body fight cancer cells? And why isn't this common knowledge? While pharmaceutical aisles expand with costly medications, these age-old botanical allies remain underreported. Could the answers we've been searching for be growing quietly beneath our feet? Today, we're diving into a list of herbs that researchers are studying for their ability to slow or stop cancer cell growth. One of the most surprising, number 7 on our list. An herb you likely pass by regularly without realizing its immense potential. We'll explore what modern science has to say, how these herbs may work at a cellular level, and how you might safely incorporate them into your life. If you're serious about your health or someone you love is facing a diagnosis, this is a conversation you won't want to miss. Before we get started, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more evidence-based health tips, and let us know in the comments where you're watching from. Your journey toward better health begins here. A quick disclaimer: the information shared in this video is for educational purposes only. It is not a substitute for professional medical advice. All data and studies referenced are cited in the video description. Let's begin with our first herb, holy basil. In a quiet kitchen, a mother prepares a cup of tea, using a plant known for centuries in traditional medicine. The jar reads holy basil. Holy basil, also known as Ocimum sanctum or Tulsi, has long been respected in Ayurvedic and other holistic traditions. But now, modern research is starting to validate what ancient healers knew. A 2023 study published in the journal Molecules examined the cancer-related properties of holy basil, especially its active compound eugenol. The findings showed that eugenol not only slowed the proliferation of cancer cells, but also triggered apoptosis, a natural process where damaged cells self-destruct. This discovery supports the herb's historical use and opens new doors in the realm of complementary cancer prevention. There are several ways to incorporate holy basil into daily life. The most common, a soothing herbal tea. Steeping the leaves in hot water releases the plant's beneficial compounds. You can also use fresh holy basil leaves in cooking to enhance both flavor and nutrition. Supplements are another option, but always speak with a healthcare provider before adding new herbs to your routine, especially if you're managing a medical condition. As the tea cools and the mother takes her first sip, she's reminded of the timeless connection between nature and wellness, a link between past wisdom and future hope. While holy basil is not a cure, it is one of many natural tools that may support the body in staying balanced and strong. Next on our list, number 2, chaga mushroom. Picture yourself sipping a warm, earthy tea in the quiet of your home. What you may not realize is that the drink in your hands contains one of nature's most intriguing and potentially powerful allies in the fight against cancer: chaga mushroom. Long prized in folk medicine throughout northern Europe, Russia, and parts of Asia, chaga is a parasitic fungus that grows primarily on birch trees. But it's only recently that modern science has begun to uncover what traditional cultures have long suspected: that chaga may offer therapeutic benefits far beyond basic wellness. In a 2024 study published in Scientific Reports, researchers investigated the effect of chaga extract on oral cancer cells. The results were striking. Chaga was found to disrupt the metabolism of cancer cells by suppressing two of their key energy systems, glycolysis and mitochondrial function. This energy disruption led to the activation of autophagy-mediated apoptosis, a process where cancer cells are essentially starved of fuel and forced to self-destruct. The researchers identified that these effects were triggered through the p38 MAPK and NF signaling pathways, both of which are essential for cell growth and survival. The study adds to a growing body of evidence suggesting that chaga's bioactive compounds, such as betulinic acid, melanin, and polysaccharides, have real potential as a complementary therapy. So how can you safely introduce chaga into your routine? The most traditional and effective method is to brew it as a tea. The dried chunks or powder are simmered gently for several hours, allowing the hot water to extract the medicinal compounds. The result is a dark, rich, slightly bitter infusion that can be enjoyed daily. For convenience, chaga is also available as tinctures, capsules, or powdered extracts, making it accessible even for those with busy lifestyles. Regardless of the form, the key is consistency and quality. Always opt for chaga sourced from clean wild birch forests and tested for contaminants. Of course, while chaga shows exciting potential, it should never replace conventional treatments. It may serve as a supportive addition to an integrative care plan, but always consult your healthcare provider before beginning any new supplement, especially if you're currently undergoing treatment. As scientific interest in chaga continues to grow, this once obscure forest fungus is gaining recognition as a legitimate part of nature's pharmacy. It may one day play a meaningful role in the evolving field of cancer support and prevention. Next, number 3. Graviola, also known as soursop. Nestled among the lush greenery of the tropics, the Graviola tree has been revered for generations, not just for its sweet custard-like fruit, but also for the medicinal potential of its leaves, seeds, and bark. Today, this humble tree is drawing serious scientific attention for its promising anti-cancer properties. In a 2024 study published in the Salon Journal of Science, researchers examined the leaf extract of Graviola and its effects on cancer cells. The results revealed that compounds called acetogenins, naturally occurring bioactives found in Graviola, exhibited strong cytotoxic effects, selectively targeting and destroying cancer cells while sparing healthy ones. These compounds worked by inducing apoptosis, a type of programmed cell death, and inhibiting pathways critical to cancer cell growth and proliferation. In simpler terms, Graviola appears to interfere with the metabolism and survival of cancer cells, offering a potential new angle in the broader cancer treatment landscape. There are several traditional ways to consume Graviola. Fresh fruit. The pulp can be eaten raw or blended into smoothies and juices. Graviola leaf tea. Dried leaves are steeped in hot water and consumed similarly to herbal teas. Supplement form, capsules and tinctures made from concentrated extracts are also available. However, there are a few caveats. Some studies have raised concerns about potential neurotoxicity from long-term high-dose Graviola consumption. While the evidence is not conclusive, it reinforces the importance of moderation and professional guidance. If you are considering adding Graviola to your wellness routine, especially as a complementary approach to cancer therapy, it is crucial to consult with your physician or an integrative healthcare provider. This is particularly important for individuals with low blood pressure, neurological conditions, or those already on medication. Graviola is not a miracle cure, but it is part of a fascinating shift toward re-exploring natural compounds with real biological activity. As research continues, it may become one of several botanicals that help redefine our understanding of cancer support through holistic and science-backed approaches. Next, number 4. Red clover. A friend once told me about her aunt, a woman in her early 50s, who was diagnosed with breast cancer. Alongside her conventional treatments, she began exploring natural therapies. Her journey led her to a vibrant pink-flowered plant growing in meadows and pastures, red clover. What began as curiosity soon turned into a daily ritual, one that made her feel more grounded and supported. Red clover, Trifolium pratense, has long been used in traditional herbal medicine, particularly in Europe and Asia. But today, science is beginning to understand why this herb has stood the test of time. The secret lies in its isoflavones, a group of plant-based compounds that act as phytoestrogens, capable of binding to estrogen receptors in the body. This is particularly significant in hormone-sensitive cancers, such as certain types of breast cancer. According to a 2024 study published in the journal Antioxidants, red clover extract demonstrated notable anti-cancer activity. The study found that its compounds could induce apoptosis, a biological process where cancer cells are prompted to self-destruct. It also triggered autophagy, in which cells break down and recycle their internal components, a mechanism vital in halting cancer cell proliferation. The research specifically highlighted reduced viability in both glioblastoma and breast cancer cells, reinforcing the herb's potential as a complementary tool in cancer therapy. So how can one incorporate red clover into daily life? It's widely available in several forms. Herbal tea. Steeping the dried blossoms releases their beneficial compounds in a gentle, soothing infusion. Tinctures, liquid extracts, offer a potent dose and can be added to water or juice. Capsules, for those seeking convenience, Standardized extracts are often used in supplement form. As with all supplements, especially when used alongside conventional cancer therapies, it's important to consult a healthcare provider to ensure compatibility and safety. While red clover is not a cure, its bioactive properties offer meaningful support. Stories like my friend's aunt remind us that healing often involves integrating the best of both modern science and ancient wisdom. Next, number 5. Astragalus root, tucked away in quiet cupboards and apothecaries across Asia, is a root with a centuries-long legacy in traditional Chinese medicine. Astragalus root, known as Astragalus membranaceus, this humble plant is gaining renewed attention for its potential role in cancer support, and the findings are compelling. In a 2024 study published in Frontiers in Oncology, researchers focused on a specific compound found in Astragalus astragalus polysaccharides (APS). These naturally occurring sugars are believed to modulate immune function and influence cellular behavior in profound ways. The study revealed that APS can suppress tumor growth and invasion across several cancer types, including prostate, liver, cervical, ovarian, and even non-small cell lung cancers. Perhaps even more notably, APS was shown to enhance apoptosis, triggering the controlled death of cancer cells, a cornerstone of any effective anti-cancer strategy. Astragalus works not by attacking cancer cells directly like chemotherapy, but by modulating the body's own defense mechanisms. This includes boosting white blood cell activity, improving immune response, and potentially reducing inflammation that can foster tumor growth. Incorporating astragalus into your wellness routine is simple. Astragalus tea, traditionally the dried root is simmered slowly in water, often alongside other herbs like goji berries or ginger. Capsules and tinctures for modern convenience. Standardized supplements make astragalus accessible without the time needed for decoction. But remember, while the research is promising, astragalus is not a standalone cancer cure, and should only be used under medical guidance, especially during cancer treatment. It may interact with immunosuppressive drugs or chemotherapy agents, so it's vital to speak with your doctor or a trained integrative practitioner. As more studies emerge, astragalus root may become a key player in integrative oncology, offering immune and metabolic support in conjunction with evidence-based medical care. It's a reminder that sometimes the most potent healing agents have been quietly working in nature all along. Next, number 6. Celandine. In the ongoing search for plant-based compounds with therapeutic potential, celandine, a modest-looking herb with bright yellow flowers, has emerged as a surprising contender. Known scientifically as Chelidonium majus, this plant has a long-standing history in traditional medicine across Europe and Asia, particularly for liver and gastrointestinal support. What's drawing scientific attention today is a powerful bioactive compound found in celandine, called chelidonine, an alkaloid with promising anti-cancer properties. A 2024 study published in Frontiers in Pharmacology investigated the effects of chelidonine on hepatocellular carcinoma, a common form of liver cancer. The results were striking. Chelidonine was shown to inhibit telomerase activity, a key enzyme that allows cancer cells to replicate endlessly. By blocking this function, chelidonine promotes apoptosis, or programmed cell death, effectively stopping the growth and self-renewal of cancer cells. This mechanism, disrupting telomerase, is particularly significant because it targets a fundamental process of cancer cell immortality, making chelidonine a subject of interest in future cancer therapeutics. How can this plant be used? Celandine is available in standardized extracts and tincture forms, but it's important to approach it with care. Because of its potency and the potential for toxicity at high doses, it should only be sourced from reputable, transparent suppliers, and used under the guidance of a healthcare professional, particularly for those undergoing treatment for liver conditions or cancer. While more human studies and clinical trials are needed to confirm its full therapeutic range, the research so far suggests that celandine may serve as a valuable adjunct to conventional treatments, a powerful reminder that nature still holds secrets science is only beginning to uncover. Next, number 7. Oregano. It's a staple of Mediterranean cuisine, but behind its familiar aroma and robust flavor, oregano, specifically Oreganum vulgare, offers more than just culinary charm. Recent studies are shedding light on its surprising anti-cancer potential, especially in breast cancer research. A 2023 study published in the journal Cells explored the effects of oregano essential oil on two types of human breast cancer cells, estrogen responsive and triple negative. These are particularly challenging forms of cancer, especially triple negative, which lacks targeted treatments. The findings? Oregano oil induced apoptosis by causing mitochondrial dysfunction and activating caspases, enzymes that play a critical role in the cellular self-destruction process. In essence, the oregano extract disrupted the cancer cell's internal energy systems and triggered them to dismantle themselves from within. While these are early-stage findings primarily observed in cell cultures, they point to oregano's potential role as a supportive dietary component in broader cancer prevention strategies. How to use oregano safely. Fresh oregano leaves can be used in salads, stews, or as a garnish for grilled dishes. Dried oregano is widely available and adds depth to soups, pasta sauces, and roasted vegetables. For a more potent dose, oregano oil supplements or tinctures are available, but they must be used with caution, particularly the essential oil, which should never be ingested undiluted and always under professional supervision. While oregano is not a cure for cancer, its rich blend of antioxidants, anti-inflammatory compounds, and apoptosis-inducing phytochemicals makes it a valuable part of a balanced plant-forward diet. As research continues, oregano may not only season your meals, but also support your health in powerful scientifically grounded ways. Next, number 8. Thyme in the landscape of botanical medicine. Thyme, a staple in kitchens around the world, has begun to capture scientific attention for reasons far beyond flavor. Long valued in traditional remedies for its antimicrobial and respiratory benefits, this small but mighty herb is now being studied for its anti-cancer potential. A 2024 study published in Food Frontiers investigated the effects of thyme extract on liver cancer cells, revealing promising results. The study demonstrated that thyme could induce apoptosis, or programmed cell death, in malignant cells. This process was mediated by the modulation of key apoptosis-regulating proteins such as caspase-8, caspase-9, BAX, and BCL2, all of which play critical roles in determining a cell's survival or death. By tipping the balance in favor of cell death, thyme may help inhibit the growth and spread of cancerous cells. How to incorporate thyme into daily life. Culinary use. Fresh or dried thyme can be added to soups, stews, roasted vegetables, marinades, and even baked goods. Herbal tea. Steep a teaspoon of dried thyme leaves in hot water for 5-10 minutes for a soothing antioxidant-rich tea. While these findings are primarily based on in vitro studies, they provide a compelling reason to see thyme as more than just a seasoning. Integrating it into your meals could contribute to a diet that supports long-term cellular health, an easy natural step with potential lasting benefits. Next, number 9. Dandelion root. Often dismissed as a pesky garden weed, dandelion root is quietly making waves in scientific circles for its powerful anti-inflammatory and anti-cancer properties. This humble root has a rich history in herbal medicine, traditionally used to support liver and kidney health, but modern science is uncovering something even more remarkable. A 2024 study, published in Experimental and Therapeutic Medicine, focused on dandelion root extract's effects on colorectal cancer cells. The findings showed that the extract inhibited cancer cell viability by targeting the TLR4/NF-NITS-FET-B signaling pathway, a key player in chronic inflammation and tumor progression. Additionally, the study noted reduced expression of ACE2 and TMPRSS2, proteins often associated with cancer cell survival and proliferation. These molecular changes hint at the root's potential to disrupt cancer cell communication and growth, making it a promising candidate for further research in integrative oncology. How to use dandelion root. Tea. Steep dried dandelion root in hot water for 10-15 minutes. Cooking. Add roasted root to soups, or use as a coffee substitute. Supplements. Available in capsule or tincture form, but professional guidance is advised. While clinical trials are still needed, especially in human populations, dandelion root offers a natural, accessible option that complements a health-supportive lifestyle. Next, number 10. Milk thistle. When it comes to herbal allies for liver support and detoxification, milk thistle is often the first name mentioned, but recent research has also begun to explore its potential role in cancer care, thanks to its most active compound, silymarin. A 2024 study in Frontiers in Pharmacology examined silymarin's effects on cervical cancer cells, finding that it not only decreased cell viability, but also modulated the expression of apoptosis-related proteins. Specifically, it stimulated
pro-apoptotic proteins, those that help trigger cell death, and inhibited anti-apoptotic proteins, which cancer cells typically overexpress to avoid destruction. This dual action mechanism suggests that silymarin may help tip the internal balance in favor of cancer cell elimination. Important caution: as with any herb used in conjunction with cancer therapies, medical supervision is essential. Milk thistle can interact with other medications, particularly those metabolized through the liver. For many, the decision to explore milk thistle is both personal and preventative, an example of blending traditional plant wisdom with evidence-based science. While it's not a standalone cure, its supportive properties make it a respected part of the growing field of complementary cancer care. Remember, while these herbs show promising benefits, they are best used as supportive tools, not as replacements for conventional cancer treatments. Always consult with your healthcare provider before making any changes to your treatment plan or supplement routine. And that brings us to the end of today's video. Now we'd love to hear from you. Are you currently using any of these herbs in your routine? Have you noticed any changes in your energy, immunity, or overall well-being? Or perhaps you have your own favorite natural remedies that have made a difference in your life. Share your experience or questions in the comments section below. You never know who you might inspire or help with your story. If you found value in this video, simply type yes in the comment box to let us know. And while you're there, let us know which herb or insight stood out to you the most. It helps us create more content that truly supports your wellness journey. Thank you for spending time with us today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our next science-backed video on natural healing and holistic health. Until next time, take care of your body, be kind to your mind, and continue making choices that support a healthier, happier life.